being given those jobs. So Raila coined this word that we are donating experts.
Oh,
Yeah,
so that was damage control.
Yeah. It was damage control.
They were already going.
He said they were already going. In fact, one of them said, if somebody thinks that I cannot get this job because I'm from this region, check me out. I'm not from this region.
Oh, wow. But everybody assumed that Baba is the one who donated them.
I'm telling you.
Akasema, wewe ingia pale, saidia government. Wewe saidia government.
No way. If Raila really believed that, President Ruto was good for Kenya, he would have had a formal agreement like they had with Kibaki. And he would not have let ODM leaders in parliament continue to occupy seats in the minority or in the opposition. The minority leader in the National Assembly is a member of ODM. He is the one who is supposed to oversight not only government but the majority party in parliament. The minority leader in the Senate is somebody from ODM. And the majority leader is from UDA. I mean, it never happens in any place that you have people in government at the same time they're in the opposition. It meant that Baba valued their positions in the minority in parliament because that is provided for under the constitution and by statute. But they are going to UDA government was like, come we stay. There's no, there's no instruments.
So when they went and they were given these positions, so Baba was not aware, but he said, let's find a damage control method.
Yes, precisely.
So was Baba in good terms with them?
Well, there were some harsh words and arguments. There was a time when there was a delegation to go to Dubai to try and persuade Raila Odinga to let them go into government. And he declined. He said, I'm not going to receive that delegation. But when he reviewed the whole thing, he said, ODM will have a lot of damage if it appears that 4, 5, 6 people have left the party to join UDA. Okay.
And you said Baba coined this phrase, we are donating experts.
Yes.
Were they experts?
I don't know. I mean, if you're an expert, if I go one by one, Mbadi is an accountant. The job in the treasury, if you are looking for an expert, you would probably look for an economist with financial credentials, if we're talking about experts. I'm not saying that, you must be having those positions.
Okay.
You must not be an economist, but to be a minister for finance or economic planning. There's nothing like that in the job description. But even by the nature they have been confronted with the crises we've had, including the war in Iran with the United States. They would have foreseen what to do, that this situation is likely to end up in a fuel crisis, and make plans well in advance, because we had that war between Russia and Ukraine, which is still going on. So that explains the fact that Tanzania, Uganda, Rwanda, Ethiopia were ready for this conflict in Iran, while we were not ready.
Wandai?
I mean, he's not an expert. Did he go to, I don't think he went for training in a chemical college or institute or in an oil any training in the oil industry or the extractive sector in the economy. I don't think they have those training, but I'm saying they don't have to. But if you see what they say and do in public, with respect, they show quite a lot of ignorance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. When Baba left us, there was an issue about leadership of ODM moving forward, and Oburu Oginga was installed as a party leader. It was interim, then now later they're like, okay.
Yeah.
How did you take that?
Well, it was highly unconstitutional, irregular.
For real?
The person who did it was President Ruto. He convened a meeting in State House. As people were going to India, he was already making arrangements of how that position, Raila Odinga, was going to be given to somebody else.
For real?
And, you know, I think Ruto headhunted Oburu for that position. And then convinced people like Junet, Wanga, the governor of Kisii and the governor of Mombasa, who were at that meeting in State House. In fact, Oburu was shocked in the morning. We were at the airport when he was being told, by the way, you are now the new party leader. You know, in Luo custom, and I learned even the lawyers, you don't take over somebody's homestead or his position until after the burial. And after the burial, you give it 2, 3, 4 days, depending on whether it's a man or a woman. The Pope, when the Pope dies, the Pope is not replaced immediately. Okay. There's the days of mourning, and then the cardinals go to Rome after the burial. But in a monarchy is where you say the king is dead, long live the king, because it's a line of succession. ODM was not founded on monarchical principles. So this question of handing over party leadership as if it was, some monarchy, including a constitutional monarchy, it doesn't happen that way. In a party with a constitution like, ODM has.
So when Oburu was being told, you were there?
We were at the airport.
So who told him?
Janet.
Like when your party leader?
Yeah.
Then what did he say?
Well, he was pleasantly surprised, I must say.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was like, okay. I didn't see it coming, but well, here we go. Did you question? Did you?
At that time it was difficult to question because, our focus was, 3-4 days for Raila has died, Raila's body is coming. You got to arrange for his funeral within 4 days.
Okay.
State funeral, all these things put together. It was very difficult, and it was not opportune to raise those questions.
So, who do you believe would have been better placed to succeed?
Well, the Constitution says how that should be handled, that one of the deputy party leaders acts until an NDC is convened. Now, even after all this has happened, there has never been an NDC where the agenda for election is discussed or implemented. Okay. Because what they were doing, affirmations. Ruto says, this is the leader. You go to the management committee, and then you say, we agree. You go to National Executive Committee, you say, we agree. You go to a special NDC, We agree.
Utaki you agree? Let there be peace.
No.
You want problems.
There is supposed to be an election.
Okay. And you don't see it happening anytime soon or later?
It may, miracles happen. But in the meantime, we are saying we don't want to lose this party called ODM. That's why, by popular demand and acclamation, I became the de facto party leader of the party called ODM. The others are just pretenders to the throne.
How about they're placeholders?
They are pretenders to the throne.
So by public demand.
Yeah, like Baba, when the elections were stolen, we went to Uhuru Park and say it's the people's president.
Okay. So you're the people's party leader?
No, de facto.
Oh, okay. My bad.
It's for a long time,
Yes.
Kenya was a de facto one-party state.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a very long time. It was not de jure.
But for a de facto party leader, some would say the way the de facto party leader is carrying himself is not proper. The things he's saying, the things he's doing. About a week ago, you had very serious outbursts about Homa Bay governor. And guys were like, Orengo. No, not Orengo, not Ajim. Then you watch the video again, you're like, no, it is him. I'm like, what's happening?
What was the public reaction? I don't think it was what you're saying.
Well,
go everywhere. Everybody of sane mind.
Forget what every other person would feel, because politics normally have this thing where when politicians speak bad language, guys will cheer you, like provided they don't like the other person. But you as a person, when you sit down with yourself, do you feel like it was something proper? Do you feel like, oh, maybe I need to apologize?
But people forgot, had been using that language, even in the presence of President Ruto in Migori. All I was saying is that you don't sell your birthright just like that. You have to fight for it. So we have a situation where people just walk into a situation and sell their birthright. I was saying this directed to the general leadership in ODM and membership in ODM, and particularly to the two governors involved. People have played what they have been saying about me.
So you are retaliating?
I'm not retaliating. Newton's third law of motion? For every action,
there's an equal
opposite reaction.
Oh, wow. So you don't see like you apologizing or saying, let's make amends?
You apologize when you have done wrong. I'm very careful with the words I use in my political life. In the Parliament, the entire history, I have not been made to withdraw a comment. In a long, long history, with great debaters like Kibaki, Shikuku, many who are very well versed with political language. So I'm always very careful about the content of my speech. But when people forget that they have certain responsibilities,
you want to remind them?
They must be reminded.
On top of a pickup in...
Very strongly reminded. And I'm glad that not so much what I said is in the
public domain,
is in the social media, even in the newspapers. Is what these other people said over time.
You headed BBI, so you're not gonna build bridges,
No,
with
I
them and
didn't head BBI.
you were part of. You're part of.
I was the lawyer.
Yeah.
For the party.
Yeah.
And the two principals, Uhuru and Raila. Otinda Molo, myself, Kongo Mugeni, and Mutula Kilonzo Jr. Had registered our objections to some of the content in the BBI document. But we were persuaded that in the name of unity and solidarity, we should, as senior lawyers, represent our party.
So you are representing something you don't agree with?
No, I was representing the party and actually argued what I didn't agree with, in the sense that when you are in a movement, you're in a party, you're in a government, once a resolution has been made, then you have got to support it on the basis of, of discipline within the party or the movement. Collective responsibility, they call it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, in the spirit of BBI,
yeah,
you don't see yourself building this bridge here with...
Build what kind of bridge when he's killed our party?
Okay. Sorry.
10-point agenda. Raila said the integrity of political parties must be protected and defended. You cannot talk about coalition without protecting and defending the integrity of political parties. And these demonstrations of ostentation and opulence must be stopped. Okay. I mean, the way we are carrying ourselves as if we are a first world country. There are prime ministers in Europe who take the train. And these are countries which give us aid, every year. And you find a prime minister on a bicycle. And here you find, a newly appointed cabinet secretary.
Mtu asienjoy life. Mtu
on choppers.
Mtu asipande chopper sasa.
Sisi ndio tumeambiwa msipande. Lakini hawa waendelee.
And speaking of this, the same party. So there's so it's split into two, which both of you have refused to agree on. Sana the Linda Wananchi faction will agree it's split into two, but Linda Ground are like, no. ODM ni moja, hii ndio ODM.
You know why they say
wengine ni magaidi?
The reason why they say ODM ni moja, because a recent poll showed that ODM is still the most popular party, although it has come down on the polls. But within it, the most popular wing of the party is Linda Wananchi, 73%, as against 24%.
Oh.
So they don't want to be reminded that Linda Ground is at 24% and Linda Wananchi is at 73%. Party ni moja, kiongozi ni moja.
Chama ya mama na baba. Now, so this is what I was saying. So they've been saying this thing. I've sat down with them on Obinna Show Live, and they've said, if you guys really believe that you are strong and people love you and you're the people, si mu resign, mu step aside, museme sasa tumetoka ODM, mukuje na chama yenu ya mapera.
I mean, that is easily said and done.
Why you guys
because we got responsibility to the membership. There are people who believe that we must defend and protect the party called ODM as a party. They are followers of Raila who would take it against us if you are to walk away from the party. They want us to fight within the party. That's actually the position of Linda Wananchi, that we want to fight from inside and make sure the party is intact based on the principles which are well spelled in the Constitution, in the various manifestos, in the blueprints, in the policy documents. But Mwalimu Nyerere alisema, ilikuwa ni Dodoma kwa mkutano ya CCM, ya kwamba wana CCM, Watanzania wanataka mabadiliko. Wakikosa mabadiliko ndani ya CCM, watazitafuta nje ya CCM. So now, like, we with most of the membership, I can say actually 80% of the membership of ODM is supporting the Linda Wananchi. 30 chairmen or coordinators of the party called ODM support Linda Wananchi, including the chairman who comes from Vihiga County.
How many are they?
47.
Oh, and 30 are with you guys?
Yeah, yes. And we're soon holding a meeting with them.
Mbona msikuje tu ni ODM ndio, lakini sasa kuna ODM Revolution, Orange Democratic Revolution, so iko kama ODR. Then ODM ibaki hapa ndio sasa mumenyane sasa, tuone sasa. At the moment there's a lot of confusion. There's that for kama mnajiamini tokeni, sisi hatutoki. Oh, sisi the original, we are living the spirit of Baba. No, you are not living the spirit of Baba. You guys are just causing chaos. You're just, when you hold your rallies, we see the people who come, but we are told you buy the crowds. The crowd is doctored.
Would you buy the crowd like the one we had in Kisumu, in Kakamega? We don't carry people in buses.
Au pia wako na zao na pia zao pia watu wana.
Angalia their rallies. They're going to have a rally in Kisumu in 31st.
Na hii yuko Machakos.
Yeah, tuko Machakos.
Head to head.
Now, in Machakos you will not see any buses. But lakini pale utapata watu wamekuwa branded.
Sasa watu wasipande basi. No, watu wasipande. Sasa school bus ama church bus ni kitu ya kukasirikia watu wasikuje nayo kwa rally.
No, kwa sababu wamelipwa. Unajua basi kutoka kule Migori, kutoka sijui Busia, watu wamewekwa huko ndani. Na wanaambiwa ukifika kwa basi kama unalipa shilingi 3,000, utapata 1,000. Na tukiona kweli umefika kwa rally, ndio utapata ile shilingi 2,000. Nilikuwa nasikia mmoja wao akisema kwamba katika mkutano ya Kisumu on the 31st, ukija mapema utapata soda.
Sasa watu wasikunywe soda. Mtusaidie na namba.
Hiyo chama ina gani?
Korea. Soda. Taungapi?
Obinna, unapenda soda kwenda Kisumu 31st?
We are calculating with Korea here. So Obinna TV guys, kumbukeni tao ni ngapi? Na kuna soda mkuja
mapema ukitaka soda.
Wale wa Machakos hakuna soda, kuna tear gas. By the way, walisema mnajitupia tear gas kwa rally zenyu za Linda Wananchi.
Si hao ndio wanafanya kazi na serikali, sio wangewashika na kuonyesha hii tear gas ilitupwa na fulani. Uliona kule Kakamega Sifuna alikuwa anasema zima hiyo kitu
kama nyongi,
lakini umsimpige msipige huyo. Kama ni tear gas ni yetu, tunatakaje kuzima? Uongo mtupu.
Sema semantics. Muonyeshe mumekimbizwa na mapolisi. Mujishike. Museme ndio watu waone ni kama mnapigwa na hakuna mtu anawapiga vita.
That's a very backward mindset, very primitive. Unajua wakati huko aliuliwa na serikali.
Yeah.
Walikuwa wanasema huko alijipiga risasi akajichoma.